Hi, I'm Esther Jones. I'm 12 years old and I love playing tennis.
Just here?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Just there for you.
Look alright.
Yeah, looks perfect.
Thank you. This is Sheffield Steel, scene 1, take 1. Hi, I'm Esther Jones. I'm 23 years old and I'm an elite tennis player from Sheffield. So I've been playing tennis since I was 4, so 19 years. It seems a long time, but it's gone so fast. So my mum took me down to Doncaster Tennis Club for like a school summer holiday camp, and I just fell in love with it from there. She took me down just because I was really energetic as a kid. I was always charging around, climbing on furniture, and so it was just a way for me to burn some energy and be a bit more active. I was quite good at gymnastics and tennis, and my coaches from both sports wanted me to commit, so I preferred tennis at that time. I absolutely loved my coach I was with, so I went down the tennis route. So everything was going really good, playing sailing. I was progressing really nicely on court. I was getting great results. And then when I was 12, pretty much disaster struck. I got diagnosed with glandular fever, which put me back massively. I had 8 months where I just did not pick up a racket at all. I had it really bad. I didn't even go to school for a full term for about 3 months, and then I had to do like half days to gradually transition back to doing full days because I just couldn't cope with it. At that point in tennis, under 12s is really important because you go from playing mini tennis to basically being on a full-size court, playing full 3-set matches using full tennis balls and a full-size racket. And I just missed that whole stage. All the players that I was playing against and my peers, they were just progressing, playing in tournaments, and I was just sat at home basically. So after that I had to catch up massively to get not only back to the level where I was, but then to progress forward and beat all the players that I was wanting to get better and beat before. It was also hard as well because the LTA coaches that were taking an interest in me before I was ill, they pretty much didn't care about me at all because I wasn't playing, wasn't training, wasn't playing matches and competing, getting any results. So their interest in me just went down, and so I had a lot of setbacks with that, but I was ready to come back and overcome it. So after glandular fever, finally came back, started training again, and it didn't take too long to catch up. When I was about 14, I started again getting results and being back on the path that I was before and progressing really well. In that time, I got the opportunity to actually play at Wimbledon. It's called Road to Wimbledon, and it's a junior tournament for under 14s, and I got there when I was, I think it was 12, or 13. So I was playing a lot of players that was older than me. I did really well to qualify at that age, so I had to win through a regional round, and I won through that and beat all the top players in my region, and then the national finals were actually played at Wimbledon. So that was probably, it was my dream. It was the best experience of my life. I got told off because my shoes, they had a purple sole, so they wouldn't let me go on the courts because they weren't white. So I had to go out and get new tennis, white grass court shoes and all new kit for it. That was experience of a lifetime being able to play there. And then in addition to that, when I was 15, my coach wanted to push me to play senior tournaments, so I'd be playing players that were 18, 19, 20, 21 years old, if not older, on the British Tour circuit. So I was playing the lowest ranked professional tournaments in the UK when I was 15. I got to the quarterfinals in some. I was doing really well, and then again disaster struck.
Good evening. The latest UK case of coronavirus is the first to be contracted within the country rather than abroad.
So, lockdown was super challenging. It was for most people, it was for everyone, but I think being an elite athlete in COVID was a big challenge. You sort of went from everyday training, competing, to not being able to do anything, just sat down. So I had loads of energy to burn. So Training in lockdown was weird. I was doing home workouts behind the sofa and going on doing a lot of running as well. And then with my coaches, we constantly had Zoom meetings, so we were checking in all the time, did a lot of psychology work, improve all these things when we can get back on court. But as well as all that, like, COVID was quite funny in a way. Like, it was just to like kill time, and we had loads of different challenges. We had this group chat, and every day there was a different challenge, like doing ridiculous stuff like who could do the most press-ups, who could do the most volleying against the wall. There was a cake challenge, who could bake the best cake, who could get the best wildlife photo. Like, there was there was so many things, and it was fun. It was really challenging. I don't know if I'd want to go back to lockdown or not, but I think it made me a stronger person, and I was so ready to get back on the court after COVID. But even after all that, everything I've been through, I'm determined to get to the top. I'm made of Sheffield steel. I know I've not reached my potential yet. I've got so much more to give. I've got the best team around me now with strength and conditioning coaches, great tennis coach, sports psychologist. I can't wait to just be able to get back on the tour, have a good run of competitions, and be able to get in some ITF events and try and get a WTA world ranking and turn professional.